For years, pocket cameras followed the same formula. Small body, incredible stabilization, easy portability. But once lighting became difficult, the limitations appeared immediately. Highlights clipped too fast, shadows lost detail, and the image started looking more like smartphone footage than true cinema footage. That's why the rumors surrounding the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro feel completely different from anything DJI has done before. The moment early demonstrations started leaking online, people stopped treating this camera like a normal vlogging device. Instead, creators immediately began comparing it to cameras like the Sony FX3 and the Canon EOS C80. And honestly, considering the footage people are talking about, that reaction suddenly makes a lot more sense. The biggest reason is dynamic range. According to current leaks, DJI is introducing a brand new Log 2 profile capable of preserving an incredible amount of image information. Reports claim the Pocket 4 Pro can capture up to 17 stops of dynamic range, which sounds almost impossible for something small enough to fit in your pocket. And that number matters more than most casual users realize. Dynamic range is what gives footage that cinematic feeling. It determines how much detail survives between the darkest shadows and the brightest highlights. The higher the range, the more flexibility filmmakers have during color grading. Suddenly skies keep their detail, shadows remain usable, and harsh lighting stops destroying the image. That's exactly why the early footage created so much discussion. In several high-contrast scenes involving fire, sunsets, and deep shadows, the Pocket 4 Pro reportedly held highlight detail longer than expected. Even more surprising, some comparisons suggested it performed shockingly close to far larger cinema cameras at lower ISO settings. Now, that doesn't automatically make it a replacement for dedicated cinema systems. Larger sensors still dominate in low light depth, lens flexibility, and overall image character. But the fact that people are even mentioning the Pocket 4 Pro in the same conversation as professional cinema cameras says everything about how far compact cameras have evolved. But the real breakthrough may not actually be the sensor itself. It's the new Log 2 profile. Traditional video profiles usually bake contrast and color directly into footage, which makes videos look good instantly but leaves less room for editing later. Log profiles work differently. They intentionally preserve extra image information by flattening contrast and saturation, giving creators far more flexibility in post-production. And based on the demonstrations, DJI seems aggressively focused on preserving highlight information this time. Footage initially looks soft and flat, but underneath that image is a huge amount of recoverable detail. Filmmakers can reshape colors, recover skies, lift shadows, and push cinematic grading much further than previous pocket cameras allowed. Then there's the upgrade that might actually matter most in real-world use, the rumored 3x telephoto lens. This changes the entire shooting experience. One of the biggest weaknesses of older pocket cameras was the extremely wide perspective. Faces looked stretched, backgrounds felt distant, and close-up cinematic shots were difficult to achieve naturally. The new telephoto lens reportedly fixes that immediately. Now creators can stand farther from subjects while getting cleaner background compression, more natural facial proportions, and footage that feels dramatically more cinematic. Portrait shots especially seem transformed. Instead of looking like footage from a tiny action camera, the Pocket 4 Pro starts producing images with genuine depth and separation. And this is where DJI seems incredibly smart. Rather than trying to compete directly with smartphones using heavy sharpening and aggressive processing, DJI appears focused on making footage feel more like a real camera. Skin tones reportedly look softer, highlights roll off more naturally, and overall rendering feels less artificial compared to many smartphones. What makes the rumors even more exciting is that DJI apparently didn't sacrifice the main wide lens to achieve all this. The primary camera still seems heavily optimized for difficult lighting conditions, especially outdoors during sunsets and high-contrast scenes. Leaks also suggest a larger sensor, possibly around 1.5-inch class, alongside stronger HDR processing, improved subject tracking, and better zoom stabilization. Combined with DJI's famous gimbal stabilization system, the result could be one of the most flexible, compact filmmaking tools ever released. And honestly, that may be DJI's real goal here. The Pocket 4 Pro doesn't seem designed as just another travel gadget. It feels like DJI wants this camera to replace multiple devices at once: your vlog camera, your compact camera, your smartphone video setup, and maybe even parts of your mirrorless workflow too. If these leaks turn out to be accurate, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro could completely redefine what creators expect from a pocket-sized camera.